Hello, I'm Catherine Logan, broadcasting to you today from the GBTA VDR Europe Conference in Hamburg. And joining me in the broadcast studio is Joe Healy, Chief Growth Officer at Fintua. Joe, welcome to the broadcast studio.
Catherine, thank you very much. Great to be here again.
No, it's lovely to have you. So, Joe, tell me, why is VAT recovery such an important, albeit often overlooked, opportunity for organisations managing travel and procurement spend?
Yeah, great question. My favorite question, because I feel like an evangelist, to be honest with you. I've been banging this drum for 16 years now. The message is getting across to corporates, but because of legislation in the European Union and then reciprocity around the world, corporates are entitled to reclaim all of the VAT on their travel spend. So if you just look at hotels alone, you're looking at big euro and dollar amounts. We sign net new customers all of the time, and it never ceases to amaze me that it's greenfield. They've never ever recovered VAT. And then you're looking at an opportunity to look at backdated recoveries going back 4 to 7 years in certain jurisdictions. So you can imagine the windfall that VAT recovery creates in those instances. We're talking 4-5 million euro is standard for a large enterprise. You're looking at 500,000-600,000 for a medium-sized enterprise. So it's a lot of money.
Yeah, because I suppose 25% VAT, you could be talking about 20% of your overall spend
Exactly.
that could come straight back to you.
Exactly, and I don't need to tell you the way the pricing has gone with hotels recently. So if you're looking at 25% of that large amount, it's a lot of money.
A lot of money. And so, but what are the key challenges and differences companies need to understand between domestic and foreign VAT recovery?
So again, domestic, so it's all VAT recovery. It's just the channel that you send the invoices to for reclaim that changes. So from the corporate perspective, they don't really need to worry about it. From a software perspective, our engine will do all that work. But ultimately, you have two types. You have somebody who is German, traveling up here for GBTA in Hamburg and staying in a hotel here in Hamburg. That has to be reclaimed via their VAT return here in Germany. Then if you have that same German traveller who goes to Austria next year for GBTA, that reclaim will go via the Austrian VAT recovery portal, and we send it straight to the Austrian authorities, and Austria pays it back to the corporate. So those are the two different mechanisms. One is called 8th Directive, which is cross-border VAT reclaim, and one is 6th Directive, which is domestic VAT reclaim.
Sounds pretty complicated, Joe.
It is, but the great thing is we simplify it. So ultimately, all the corporate needs to know is it's taken care of. Once we have a invoice in the company name, we're good to go. We can recover everything.
Okay. And so how can technology, payment strategies and cross-functional alignment help organisations accelerate that really important VAT recovery and unlock meaningful savings?
Absolutely. So it's really fantastic what's happening with pay solutions now at the moment. We have a couple of fantastic partners in the expo there now, like Confirma, like HRS, that have fantastic payment platforms, which essentially allows a corporate to make their booking, have a virtual corporate card payment advice sent directly to the hotel property, and then retrieve the invoice from the hotel property, ensure that it's in the corporate's name, and then real time via API, send it to Fintua for validation. And then we send back a status okay, that invoice is perfect for VAT recovery, and then the VAT is reclaimed in close to real time. So in the old days, when you think how far we've come, in the old days, we had to send audit teams onto archive and storage facilities of our corporates to trawl through banker boxes and peel back expense report envelopes and look for invoices in those. Now, the transaction, the person stays in the hotel, the payment details are through a virtual corporate card sent to that hotel, the invoice is retrieved from that hotel, we validate it, and it all happens in seconds.
My good. Yes, so I imagine that streamlining a process means you don't cannibalize those savings that you could be getting from your VAT recovery through like sort of cumbersome processes and man hours involved.
Exactly. If you think about it from the corporate's perspective, the traveller, their life is so much easier. They just check in and walk out. They don't worry about invoices or anything like that. If you think about the finance team, all of the reconciliation is carried out for them, and they get an amazing array of analytics from our platform to be able to give them insights into what was the total spend, how much of that was eligible for VAT reclaim, of what was eligible, how successful were Fintua. After that, then they can look at the reasons for lost VAT, and it's continuous improvement all of the time. And then all of the reconciliation is developed from our platform and pushed in a format that the customer wants directly into their ERP. So finance love it because they have zero keystrokes from a reconciliation and VAT recovery perspective.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, with that, thank you so much for joining us today in the broadcast studio, and thank you for tuning in.